So I get a lot of messages, emails, and comments of people asking me that, hey, will AI take up my job? I'm an intern. Or how should I look for my first job? Will I get one? I'm a fresher. Will I get my first job? Or should I pursue software engineering as a career? So let me clear the air up and let me tell you what's exactly happening. So first thing, if you ask me, has there been a shift in how softwares were being built early on? I would say yes, there has been a drastic change and shift in how softwares were being built earlier and how they are being built now. Okay, so right now what happens is there are a lot of AI models that are very smart and they can write code, they can even debug, they can test your code, they can do a lot of things and they make you a lot more productive. So keep in mind what I'm telling over here. They make you a lot more productive. They won't replace you. I'll come to the replacing part as well. Okay. But if you're making use of AI to code today, an API that used to take like a couple of days might take half an hour today. Okay. So your productivity has increased a lot. Now, can you directly deploy the code generated by AI straight to production? No. So there has to be a human involvement. Humans have to make sure that things are working perfectly fine. There is no one who can design architecture today beyond humans. So for all of these things, humans are still needed. Now, one question you would ask me that, hey, there are layoffs going on, this is happening, that is happening, there is a scare. Okay, I saw this video on social media. Yes, there is a lot of scare around, but I'll tell you, if you look genuinely around, see, team size is shrinking. So earlier, if you needed, let's say, a team of 10 developers. So if I needed a team of 10 developers, okay, today I would only need a team of, let's say, 6 or 7, okay, depending on the kind of application that I'm building. So this shift has happened, okay, wherein the number of developers needed on a particular team has gone drastically down. Okay, is this good or bad? It depends on how you take it. So I'll tell you, see, the teams requiring software engineers, team size has shrunk. Okay, team size has shrunk because with the help of AI, developers have become much more productive. But there have been a lot of software that is being built right now. Okay, because the cost of software development itself has gone low. Okay, so every industry, everybody wants software, and the cost, since the cost of software development has gone low, there are more and more software that is being built, which means there are more teams. So earlier, if you had 100 teams building software, okay, now you are going to have 1,000, okay, because the cost of software development is low. Okay, not 1,000, not 10x, I would say, but at least, it has grown, is what I would say. So early on, you might not have, so if you are trying to apply to this particular team, there are only 6 members needed now, and you might not have a place in this particular team for work, right? But yes, there can be some other team which has come in the market and you can be part of that. See, with AI coming in, okay, not everything is stopped. If you see, there software engineers are still being hired. Okay, companies still need software engineers. Okay, so you need to figure out a place over there. Okay, it's not like engineers are not needed now and everything is automated, humans are not needed. It's not like that, right? There has been a shift. Okay, a market has changed a bit. Okay, but it's not impossible to get a job. That is the point that I'm coming to. So you need to stay away from this demotivating things. Okay, and you need to focus on the companies that you need to work for, or your dream companies, whichever you have shortlisted. You might be having some sort of dream companies, so you need to focus on those companies and you need to strategize as to how you can get into those companies. Now I'll also paste this graph. Okay, this is a graph that I got online. Okay, this gives you the count of job postings that have happened over the year in the world of software engineering, tech jobs, basically software development roles. Okay, so you would see over here, software development was at peak around like post 2022, okay, mid 2022, and then there were layoffs that started happening, and this was post COVID era wherein companies overhired, and there was a tank in the job openings and everybody started firing. Okay, now the market has started to pick up. Okay, so market is getting better. There are more engineers needed, And the reason is what I just mentioned. Okay. Yes, the team sizes have shrunk. Okay. So if you see, for building a to-do list, okay, you might be needing 5 people early on, a full-fledged to-do list. You might be needing a team of 5 devs, but now you just need a team of 3 devs. Okay. But software development has gone cheap. Okay. It has gone fast, and every company needs a software today. Okay. So the number of teams have grown. So that's a way to look at it. Okay. Because everybody wants software, and hence the need for engineers is always going to be there. Also, these AI companies, they also need software, right? Who is building these AI models, right? You need engineers to build and ship these AI models, right? So yes, computer science is still there. Okay. It's not going away. People would still need employees, or there will be job openings for software engineers. So that's not happening. Yes, AI is increasing productivity. AI is becoming a main part of our daily lives, but it's not replacing you. Okay. It will make you productive. Okay. You should know how to make use of AI efficiently to get job done. So I hope that clears the air. So focus on the companies that you are willing to be part of. Okay. And focus on that, build good projects, have strong fundamentals. Okay. These days what is happening is I see a lot of newbies they see a lot of videos, and then they start vibe coding, and they don't understand the underlying concept. So that actually gives you a superficial knowledge. You don't know the fundamentals. So that's a problem that I'm seeing these days. Okay. So have your fundamentals strong. Okay. Use AI in the later stage. Of course, you can use AI to learn things. Okay. But initially, don't wipe code things. Okay. Build things yourself, and then eventually, once you start understanding how systems work, how you write code, once you have a good grasp of things, then you can make use of AI, and then you can even understand if AI is doing things properly, or is it suggesting something better than you, or if it's not suggesting something better than you, you can ask it to do a certain way. So all those things you can do. You can be a navigator and make use of AI to build some amazing stuff. So remember, number of software products and the companies continue to grow because software is so much accessible today.